June 19, 2012. Article title: Salutations from DeafLink. Written by Garth Sponseller, DeafLink Director of the League for the Blind and Disabled. Communication versus effective communication. What is the difference? Does it make a difference? Consider how many times during an average week someone has asked you multiple times to repeat yourself or clarify what you just said. Consider also the other side of the coin, in which you and another person were able to get your points across with barely any effort. What made the difference? Take, for instance, my own family. There are 5 of us, and just this week I found myself asking repeatedly for clarification on what was being said, or experiencing difficulty trying to express my own thoughts. Among the 5 in my family, we each have different processes and means for expressing our thoughts. Typically, the pivotal point in getting or receiving the intent of a message is based on active listening, not multitasking or thinking about other items, but rather providing actual, undivided attention to the individual. My family of 5 speaks the same language, and we still have difficulties at times trying to communicate effectively. Effective communication is very significant, critical, and at times required reasonable accommodation that needs to be considered, provided for, and adhered to. Individuals who are deaf tend to have a mode of sign language, typically American Sign Language, also known as ASL, as their first language. American Sign Language and spoken English do not translate word for word, but rather meaning for meaning. This misunderstanding can often lead to significant issues among the deaf and business providers when both need to communicate. As a service provider, the goal of my job is to determine the communication method of the deaf person prior to an appointment. This allows DeafLink the opportunity to choose and place an appropriately qualified interpreter based on skill set, experience, gender, consumer choice, and more. Interpreters who have acquired proper training are able to facilitate effective communication between the sign language user and hearing person, making the appointment more profitable for both sides. If you have more questions about effective communication and what it entails, as well as what your rights and responsibilities are, please contact us at DeafLink, and we will be happy to give you more information. Enjoy your summer. More articles like this can be found at the League's blog page, www.blog.the-league.org.